Hello guys, how are you these days? It's a really complicated time for us. If you remember, I'm from Italy, so I'm completely locked down. This is actually my bedroom, and as some of you may remember, I used to film the videos over there at the beginnings before going into my apartment. So now I'm sorry for the long inactivity, I'm really sorry, but now we are here with two videos. The first one with the Fontaine gas cycling, a really cool deck today with the tutorial of a move that is quite simple. Actually, it is mechanics, but you have to train it a lot, and it is actually the lapel spread with a little extra for you today to train with, and in these days at home if you are locked down like me. So gas cycling today, and stay tuned because the next time we'll have the Zero from Playing Arts. It's a really cool deck for me, a really piece of art. I just can't wait to bring it to you, but today we are here with these cards. So let's start as always with the design. As you can see in the box, we have the back of the cards as always, which represents the classic double F from Fontaine and a group of cyclists in both directions. Obviously the card is not one way, while on the rest of the box we have the same design but all over the sides and the front, and also on the top and back and the bottom, sorry, of the box itself. It's one of 5,000th deck, and this is obviously the first edition. Again, as always from Fontaine, here we have this little spade, which is the one that we have also on the Ace of Spades of the cards. So let's go with the cards themselves. I can tell you since now, this is not one of my favorite designs from Fontaine, but because actually it's funny to look at, but nothing to compare to Rip and Deep, for example, or to Carrots. I really love them. But also one of my favorite is a deck that a friend of mine gave to me, and it's actually the green edition, the standard basic green edition, and it's lit. This one is a little bit darker of those editions, and yeah, it's simply the design that we saw on the back of the box, and it's it, nothing else. Obviously, as always, the faces are standard, like normal Fontaine cards, while we have actually these 5 cards which are non-standard, and the first two I'm gonna show you are the 2 jokers like this, one with the green with the green gas and the red bicycle, and the other one exactly the opposite with the red gas and the green bicycle. Then we have the Ace of Spades, which is different from the usual Fontaine standard Ace of Spades, which has a spade and the Fontaine inside, but here we have 4 cyclists, and obviously, as the majority of the Ace of Spades, this is one way. But then we have also 2 head cards, the normal one from Fontaine decks, which is this one, and this other gas with a cyclist. And that's pretty much it from the design. I actually gave it a 3.5 out of 5 because it's kind of a cool design, not one of my favorites, but still pretty. So we have the design. Now I don't need to say anything, it's a 4.5. you know, it's Fontaine, the quality is good, it's perfect for everything, and so that's it. So let's jump directly into the Cardistry and Magic suitability with the Cardistry suitability that gets a 3.5 in my opinion, while the Magic one is a 4. And the reason is that for Magic we have standard faces and a simple and clean back design. All you need to do Magic with a deck of cards. And for Cardistry, I'd rather have more complex and actually artistic design on the back, which is the only thing that I don't like in Fontaine's cards, though they are really good also for Cardistry. So 3.5 for me. I did not forget about the concept, but I had actually nothing to say because it seems like a normal Fontaine deck, so with like no concept at all, it seems to me. So I could give it 2.5 out of 5. That's my opinion. So tell me in the comment if you think that there's some different concept in this particular Fontaine deck. So now we can get to the novelty, and the novelty is another 2.5 for me. This is the problem in the Fontaine, and it is they had pretty much nothing to say in concept and also in novelty, because they are a deck of cards with 2 Fs, a simple design, standard faces, are really good quality, and this is their best, but there's nothing else in my opinion. So 2.5. But now we are at the moment that you probably were expecting. So let's get into the tutorial. As I told you, we have the Lipple spread, and actually also the Lipple spread pass, which nobody, not everybody knows, and actually it is a really interesting move in my opinion. So let's get down to learn it. Let's get to learn the Lipple spread. So the basic mechanic is just this one. You wanna just put a pressure with your fingers on the side of the deck while going through the cards, so you let them go one by one like this. This is pretty much everything in the Lipple spread. Then you have to put your thumb on top of the deck. It helps to bend the card down this way. It's easier if you have your thumb here. And once you are in this position, you have to remove it, otherwise the card won't float. And this is pretty much everything. You have to get there with your deck. I told you it was a really simple mechanic, but to train with, because this is everything I can tell you. The pressure is a little bit hard, it's not a really light pressure. And then you have to come with your other thumb, because with this finger and the other fingers down, you're gonna support the cards. It's the same you do with every spread. Just a normal spread is this one. You're gonna run through the cards with this end. You normally spread them with the thumb. Now you do with these fingers, and you catch the cards in this position and move them by supporting them with these fingers underneath, like this. So you do exactly the same, but just moving the cards with these fingers, putting pressure on them. It's everything you need to know. The pressure, I told you, is not the lightest, but you must just try, and when you see that the cards start going, that's the pressure you need. And with practice, you're gonna find the right one to have a really cool spread design. And then the form of the spread, actually most of cardists and magicians out there use this form where you go like this. So you go to your, for me it's to my left, I can assume it's to your right if you are right-handed. So you go to your left and then you go forward and you do this motion to create like some sort of S like this. You kind of go left, so right, I'm sorry, if you're right-handed, forward and cross the ends like this, not too much, but you can do it like this, and then you can go also this way with your other wrist and to create this sort of spread. So this is pretty much everything about the pull spread. Just get your deck, sit on your bed, on whatever, and train it. Let me know if you managed to, but now I promised you to give a little extra to train with, and it is the pull spread pass, as I told you. So for this pass, which does what a pass is thought for, so have a card in the middle of the deck, and with this pass the card is supposed to jump on top. So this one is not like the classic pass. I can do it really, it's kind of a here, I'm not training on any pass, so just forgive me, I'm sorry. But with this pass you're gonna, let's say this is the card, you're gonna change the order of the two packets. It's not only the one card that jumps to the top or bottom, but it's the whole packet that goes on top and change its position. So you want this shape of pass. You can do it, I'm sorry, of a spread. You can do it with a normal spread. Actually, it's supposed to be done with a pull spread, but as you need this shape, it's actually the same. So once you're here, you can go either this way or this way, doesn't matter. You just let the spectator select one of these cards from the center. Let's say you get this one, so it's a Queen of Hearts. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place your pinky and the other fingers here and going down with your index finger under this bucket. So I'm trying to figure out a way to show you. You're gonna close this way, and in the action of squaring, remember you have this break. In the action of squaring, you're gonna do this move. So push with your index finger and place the packet that was already in your basic hand. So you were in this position. Oh, I get the same card. Woo! You push and this goes vertically like this, okay, and then you square it and the card is actually on top. So this is not the right angles to show you, but the point is that you're gonna cover the motion with this end, and you're gonna do it really quickly in the action of squaring. So you square and the card is on top. This is the deal pull spread pass. Obviously, as I told you, you've got to train it to find the right perspective to be efficient, but for me, in my opinion, it's one of my favorite pass ever because it's clean. You do it. It has. It's simple. It has a really good cover because actually you are squaring the deck. I show you. If I'm going through the cards, I let you select one okay, and I go normally, I'm not doing the pass, I have to square the deck. I have to, because otherwise, closing, I'm gonna be with a deck which is this mess. So it's something that the spectator is kind of aware of. So you go like this is not a perspective again, so you're seeing it, but you have the card on top. You got a point, you probably would need to do it. If you have a lot of spectators, it's perfect because you just move, you just do it while moving, and it comes to be pretty much invisible. I probably will fail it now. Yes, I did, but this is the point, it comes to be invisible, and it's really cool in my opinion. And one last thing I wanted to tell you, now I'm forgetting about it. I've got no idea actually. Now, yes, you can also obviously, while talking or while starting to close the spread, you can take a break under the selected card too, just by moving it a little bit towards the spread while closing. So you go like this, and without this one to cover, you're doing just this and having a break so that you will control it to the bottom of the deck. So this is pretty much everything. I really love this move, so I hope you do the same and you can try to learn it, and obviously leave me a comment in the comment section if you have any troubles with it. I'm here to help you. So I hope you liked this deck, this video, and obviously support the channel 52 Wonders, and leave a thumb up and a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. So we'll see in the next video. As I told you, with the Zero from Playing Arts, are really cool deck. So I'm gonna give you a little pick on it. This is the back design, while the faces are the really artistic part of this deck. So I hope you will enjoy that video too. So for today, it's everything. Enjoy your life, and bye bye.